Well, hello guys, welcome back to my channel or welcome to my channel. Today we are at r/traumatize them back. We're looking at the first post from Stargaginglily. It says, I don't have a mom, Kim. Okay, let's get down to it. It says, I was listening to us read a story from this subreddit and it reminded me of something that happened to me ages ago when I worked at a women's clothing store. Kim was one of the most bewildering human beings I've ever met. She tried coming off as really nice, but it was like she didn't know how to get to that point. So everything she said came off condescending and rude or completely effing bizarre. To top it off, she was one of those people who who would talk like it was like everything was a question. Okay, annoying. Okay, so for example, I was in at the back unpacking clothes once, and she came to see what we had gotten in. As she was looking at some new tops, out of nowhere she says, "You should never let a Chinese lady do your eyebrows." I hadn't asked her about the eyebrow proneness of different nationalities to the best of my knowledge. So I replied, "Any of them? There's probably a lot. One of them has to be good at it." You know what I mean? What? I really did. She told me once that bills are gay. I asked if it was guys named Williams too. Okay, she sounds fun. Okay, let's continue. But the story in question involves me taking a transit to work. The train was busy, so I ended up being the creamy center of a businessman's sandwich cookie in a train because there was nowhere to sit. When I got to work, I complained that the train was packed and that I was stuck between two guys. I am probably pregnant after the train ride. Are you kidding me? And instead of just laughing or even giving me the courtesy chuckle, she replied with a tone that suggested that she was talking to a very slow child. "Sweetie, it's you can't get pregnant that way. Didn't your mom teach you anything?" Okay, to clarify, my mom is alive and well. Pretty sure she'd met my mom. I put on the saddest look I could muster and probably even got a single tear. "I don't have a mom, Kim." My shoulders slumped and I did the shaky breath and really went for it. I looked away and pretended to start crying. There was sheer effing panic in her voice as she frantically tried to apologize. When she realized I was laughing, she told me to F myself and stormed off. Not a major trauma story, but it made me smile to think about it. Yeah. Anyway, the top comment says, "I thought she was going to do due diligence and explain the birds and the bees as well. At least there's some heart in there." Okay. And they also replied to their comment and said, "I went to school late. They asked why. I told them my mom had been found dead. They didn't say anything. They just froze up. I went to fourth period. I told my friend when they asked and I where I, when they asked where I had been, and he went silent too when I told him. It was then I stopped telling people." Um that's not even relating to the comment to the post, but okay. Yeah, trauma. It's not people shouldn't be assuming things. And what's on with this weird lady and being like Is that not basic information to know how you get pregnant? Obviously, OP was just making a joke, and she is like all condescending, like, and oh no, some people are just annoying. Well, good on OP for actually putting her in her place. Like, that is not when you want to be knowing about fun facts of how you get pregnant. It was just a joke. Just take it that way, and well, anyway, let's get on to the next post. Our next post is it was made by QueenieMcGee. It says, "Oh my God, that's what your name means? Gross." Okay, let's get down to it. I was reminded of this the other day, but this happened many years ago when I was starting out at a new primary school I transferred to. I arrived in the middle of the year and I had to stand up in front of the class and do an introduction of myself. Hi, I'm Queenie, with my surname. I'm 7.5 years old and I like to draw. I think it went over well, despite how nervous I was. Nope. The fallout became apparent once recess rolled around. You see, my weird foreigner surname growing up sounded almost exactly like Watts, but was spelled different. And there was a girl in my class who had a hobby of taking other kids' surnames and making cruel puns out of them, making wild rumors surrounding them, and just being a hurtful little poop in general. By the time recess rolled around on the first day, she'd already spread the rumor that my name was Watts because I was born with Watts all over my back, and my steadfast refusal to take off my shirt in front of the whole class her to prove her wrong was an admission of guilt in her eyes and the eyes of the other dumb asses in our class. Thus, I became known as What Girl. Wow. These are coming from a bunch of 7-year-olds. But then again, I was 7 once. Yeah, 7-year-olds can be really, really mean. This is just wow. Okay, let's get on with it. Which really effing hurt, but I tried to take it in stride for the most part and didn't tell my parents or teachers because being a tattletale sure as hell didn't help like it didn't feel like it was going to make the situation any better at the time until one day after a particular bad bus ride of that's full of teasing. I came home crying and I confessed to my mom everything that was happening at school and what that bully, Melina. Wait. Okay, let me just finish the sentence. Melina, that is her real name. You'll see why in a minute. Had said to me, okay, guys, do people actually give their kid this name, Melina? Wait, I hope OP isn't just using an example of what her name is. This is her real name? Okay, wait. Uh, um, okay, maybe because I'm a medical student. Uh, you don't give your kid Melina, but then again, um, yeah, people give their kids weird names, but Melina, spelled Melina. Okay. Let's continue with the post. My mom paused when I told her the bully's name. Of course, and asked if I was absolutely sure that was her name. Yes, I was sure. There was a list of classmate names in my homework folder the teacher gave me because she thought it would help me remember everyone. I showed it to my mom. So it was really her name. Okay, cool. Her parents must hate her. Her parents must really hate her. Oh my god. Okay. She gets a look on her face reminiscent of a Grinch plotting to steal Christmas, goes into her bedroom, starts rummaging around at the back of the wardrobe, and eventually pulls out one of her enormous university textbooks from back when she was training to become a registered nurse. Right there in the book, in black and white, it is a medical. It is the medical definition of a melena. Oh my god, my lips are just leaving me today. Okay, a black tarry stool with blood in it. Yeah, that's what melena means. It's from people having upper GI bleeding. So by the time it gets to the final poop, instead of it looking red, it becomes black. That's why it's called melena. Anyway, she she's literally named after bloody poops. And from there, my mom helped me plan out my revenge for maximum impact. A few days later is show and tell day, and I brought in a certain book that I found at home, full of lots of interesting medical words that doctors use. My mom helped me highlight and bookmark some of them. The words the words mean your okay, this word means your heart is beating too fast. This is a fancy word for puking. Oh, and this one means poop with blood in it. Okay, as soon as I presented the definition of melena to the class, one boy shouted across the room at our unfortunately named bully, "Oh my god, that's what your name means? Gross!" This outburst triggered a few minutes of laughter and teasing directed towards Melina, courtesy of the entire class that she tormented, but eventually the teacher was able to calm everyone down. The plan worked and the damage was effective, but because no one was ever picked on by Melina again. In fact, Melina didn't speak to anyone voluntarily for the rest of the year, unless you were working as a group. Ah, out of fear that the other kid, would give her the taste of her own medicine. Oh my god. And the top comments says, "Ha, go mom." And OP said, "Yep, do not F with nurses." Yeah, exactly. Do not F with nurses. I'm so glad OP's mom was a nurse to know that, yeah, that's not the name we give to children. And kids' name that should not be laughing at other kids. They should not be laughing at other kids. Oh my god. The kettle calling the pot black. Or is it the pot calling kettle black? Like, dude. Yeah. This girl should not be laughing at people. She don't be. Maybe she knows. Maybe she knows her name is horrible. That's why she'll be picking on other people with respect to their own names. Maybe she knows, maybe she's insecure. Because a 7-year old don't just go and just have a sudden fascination on other people's names if they have, like, unless they have an idea of what their own name means. Oh my god. But this is hilarious. This is hilarious. Yeah, I bet she'll never pick on other people's name unless she leaves the school and she goes to a new school where no one knows the meaning of her name, at least for the time being. Then she might resume because something tells me she knows what her name means, and she's just cautious now because she has been outed. Oh my god, this is just hilarious. So guys, please put your opinions and your comments in the comment section down below on what you think about these two posts. And if you like this, please smash the like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification so that when my post comes, you'll see it. And until the next video, I'll see you guys. Bye.